Alright.
I don't like water. Well, I guess I could do a river, like canoeing, but like I hate the sea. I hate it so much.
No, yeah, I agree. I don't see salt and shit. Right, let's see what we can do here.
Sound muted.
Hello, I don't know if you're letting people in. I heard there was some commotion going on at the road.
I'm back. Yeah, there was, but, pretty much everything's stopped now. Hey, are you guys requesting re-access to the compound?
Yeah, that's alright.
Yep. You guys are ready.
Cheers,
Come on.
Cheers, man, pal.
Sound resumed.
19 men.
I feel like that was way too easy.
Yeah, that's what it was like last time.
Oh.
No, but I'm not even registered.
Oh yeah. Well, this may be because I recognise you.
Yeah, my red jacket gives it off.
Yeah.
Let's sit there having a wee calm. Let's go and
Everyone should have something that people can recognise it by. Like I have the gas mask, and you have the red jacket.
I feel like that's Roll Solace over there, I don't know why.
That's who?
The person on the left. Do you not?
Wait, what the hell is this? A firing squad?
Let's listen in. Where's five?
Sound muted.
Man, we can hear.
Alright, lay down. For no reason, fucking bash me over the fucking head.
This is Falcon 2, waiting rendezvous with Falcon 7 at Mega Base.
You don't want to fall
Further
down.
decisions will be met then. Over.
Can everyone in the front and back hear me clearly?
Over.
I can see you just
Yes.
Okay, look, carry on, please. I do not hit over.
Okay. So again,
Sound
if you
resumed.
hear me the first time, I'll explain exactly what happened, and then I'll explain my reasoning after. What happened was there was this girl named Dolores, along with a boy named Wyatt. The girl, I guess
Where's that
older
TV
female by
guy?
the name of Salon, came into the compound. She happened to be a target of mine that I have been searching for quite a while, along with my friend Connor. After that, we had made a rash decision.
Hold the fucking phone.
You target.
Objection!
What do you mean by
Objection! He has not given his point of view. Let him finish. Everybody shut up and let the man finish.
Please save all questions. Please save all questions until after
They're having a trial.
I heard something about Dolores and stuff. That is
So may
the
I
person that
continue?
will.
Where's that Vivian dude?
Oh, fine,
Let's keep listening.
So again, they are my target, as well as Connor. If you know Connor Atway, he was my accomplice in this.
Yeah, I know. He doesn't.
That being said, we made a rash decision, going by said oath, as well as Chris's orders to not do anything. I think the exact words was don't do anything stupid. Well, I decided to go against that because this was a long time opportunity. We take the sedan, have other members of the Rangers dress up differently, put on a different accent. We run over there, the accent kind of something like this. Hello, my name is Vladimir. Very Russian, you know? We do that, we hold them up, and I guess do I explain the details?
Yeah, right.
And my
Wobber's in the head.
Lloyd.
Yes. Explain everything.
By one of the Rangers, I believe.
Upon holding them up, we put them immediately in handcuffs, but we keep the female protector, the older female, with her hands
One
up
of
the
the
head.
Rangers clobbered him in the head.
Very angry, out of anger, I threatened the girl specifically, trying to get a reaction out of them. My exact words were, I'd cut the girl's head off and hang it on my wall.
Do you hear what happened?
Not to mention that I would put a bullet in her, along with the mother in front of the little girl.
Yeah, well,
Honestly, if you were to ask me at this very point, do I care if I were to do it? You may ask, do you have any sympathy for this?
Riley pulled a gun on her.
In the situation, if I was not instead Rangers, I would say no. I've killed over 150 people in my past. Before the outbreak, I've killed even more. I've been tortured for over 4 years. It doesn't taste pain nor death. Not to mention, I've also seen my daughter and my mother raped and killed. They're gone. Nothing I can do about it. Don't care about them anymore. So, we let them go. At the end, drive up in the sedan. Tell them that once we're out of sight, you can let go. Go ahead. Loop back around on the hills. Come back through the gate. Put back our regular uniform and continue about our day as if nothing happened. We left them with good amount of survivability. Took what we needed really as a warning, perhaps. Some ammunition. What else? Maybe a gun or two. Their swords. Oh yes, I threatened them with the sword, by the way. Made it seem more realistic instead of my trusty sledgehammer here. Though I think I should have brought my sledgehammer instead, but yeah, that's pretty much everything. You want me to explain my reasoning?
And just like this, I'm
No,
not
I
the
think
representative
we'll
anymore.
do some
I'm not
questions
comfortable
now.
with this.
So,
Okay,
hold on.
Ripley.
Firstly,
Ripley, shut the hell up. Give me one reason why I shouldn't kill this man right now.
Who the hell is
Fucking
Ripley?
Swiss cheese.
Who the hell is Ripley?
Because I turn you into Swiss cheese. Calm your...
Both of you, just...
I like this.
Now, you admit to breaking, first of all, breaking the Ranger oath that you took not an hour before, do you?
I acknowledge what I did.
And you acknowledge going against my direct orders not to do this.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah. I'd prefer not to be cut, sir.
And just for clarification, you and Connor Atway were with what organization before joining the Rangers?
Rattray Corporation and MLA.
And MLA stands for what? For the sake of
Mankind Liberation Army.
One at a time. I'll start with the man in the center left.
Well, with me,
Smith, fuck up.
you
Don't wake up to me slapping your face
You
when I grab your
just
dick and twist.
admitted to us
Wakey, wakey, shine,
that you
shine.
committed not only
I
murder,
stand the Empire,
before
which
even
sun never
committing
sets.
these treasonous crimes,
Wakey.
but you've also committed kidnapping, grand theft auto, impersonation, and assault, both bodily and emotional. And you openly
So,
admit
there you go.
this in front of all these
What the fuck
people.
happened, Smith? Hauke says
And
fucking
you-
Silva knocked
you
you out
say
for whatever fucking
what?
bullshit
It
reason.
was
No,
for what
not
purpose?
Silva.
I ask you.
Not right. I saw
Alright, so for those that you don't know me, my name is Klepto
back to the
Turan.
gate and I
If you don't know my
followed
alias,
him
it is
or
Spectre.
chased him into the compound.
What I do is that I am an
Sorry,
assassin. I'm a vigilante, perhaps.
Yeah.
In the
I told
you're a
him before he
murderer.
put his hands up.
break.
He's under arrest. He needs
I
to drop his
kindly
weapon
object to
on the
that.
ground.
You mind letting me
Riley
finish?
got between us and put
Good,
his
good.
pistol up in my
Let the
face.
defendant speak, please.
And then the next thing I know,
What
got
I
smacked
do is I
twice behind the back of the head
help
by something
people
heavy.
that deserve it.
First
Now,
blow
my
dazed me,
morals
and
may
then
not be fitting with
the
what
second
yours
one knocked me
be.
out.
My ways
And then I
may be
woke up
different,
with my hands tied
but
behind my back.
honestly, like think about it. This is the apocalypse.
They told me
You
to
can't expect
drop my weapon
civilization to exactly be
or holster
you know,
because apparently I was
as what it
not
once
good for
was.
service.
But
Fucking...
I suppose in your eyes, you people still think that it's like, oh, you know, we can go back. You know?
Also,
So
why do we have
but
someone
that
here
being
in the
said,
compound who openly
why I
admits
did
to
it is
being a
because of the fact that I help people, and these people, discluding the girl,
Someone
were very bad people.
Someone over there
Wyatt
is talking in the
actually
trial.
kidnapped the girl. Celan, being an ex-general of the MLA, had actually lied to Rattray as long as myself and Connor. So Connor and I had
Go up there on
both personal
one of the further
and
hills.
help me get Smith
reasonable,
fucking untie him.
I guess, what is the word I'm looking for?
He's not
Reasonable.
I'm not tied.
I freed him.
I guess judgment to go ahead and act
all
upon
the
it.
He
on the
rolled up when I was on the
control.
floor,
Excuse me.
tied, and
I would like to
kind of
object
got
to
me.
this, because I actually have inside information as to this occurrence, as to this
Please
Wyatt
share.
character.
please share?
Before this happened, as I was not aware that a ranger took these men into custody and these women into custody, but I had previously encountered a couple
like a fucking
in
Q&A.
a town to the north that had known this woman and known this Wyatt well, and they said that Dolores left with Wyatt of her own accord, and that Wyatt, the man who radioed in, was lying to you men and was baiting you.
Jesus Christ. I object to that.
I do not care whether
Thank
you
you.
object, my friend.
Please, if you could step back, Mr. Barnett.
I have actually something to say as
I'm
well.
sorry. What was that? My name is Lesnar.
Order. Tivian, I said you could go next. You can step forward.
Oh boy.
Okay. Being a former member of the Lankai Liberation Army, you do realize the importance of said girls, correct?
Yeah.
You do realize by doing this, you're basically writing every man and woman in this compound to death because you did this.
Yes. That is if I were to leave, that wouldn't be your concern.
The fact of the matter is, you did this under the name while you were a member of the Riley's Rangers. Whether you're gone or not, this compound is going to become a fucking death trap because of you.
And you're okay with this? You're okay with that? Still? Hold on, Tivian. You're still, you still think that's okay? You're still okay with all of these innocent people, all of these innocent men and women dying for your mistake?
He's not very nice.
Are you done?
I need to remind you, on top of all this, you're going to bring an army of both Mankind Liberation Army and the Kingdom of Severograd to this fucking place to crucify us all to the wall.
Don't you worry, young man. Don't you worry. I have Severograd under control.
I doubt you have anything under control.
Can I ask a question? Questions.
Please, let the CDF man talk.
Now, I will say that there has been a punishment already issued. If you notice the man's left hand, yesterday, I'm not sure if any of you heard it, Connor Atway posted an open frequency in which he apologized to me directly for his actions. I met Connor
give two shits what he said.
Just please let me finish.
Tivian, let the man speak.
I met Connor and Crypto near Novaya Petrovka, and I told them pretty much this, that they had violated the oath and that was not okay. That if you violate the oath, your life is forfeit. They took that oath less than half an hour before they broke it.
An hour.
The punishment for that is death.
However, okay, so why do these men not...
However, when they came, I showed mercy. Connor Outway came and offered me his life.
If you're gonna shoot me, you better hope
said that it was mine to take if I wanted to take it. I responded that, well, yes, his life was forfeit. I would show mercy, and instead, I did this. Severed last night, and if you notice the wound in Mr. Crypto, Mr. Terran, I jammed a knife in his left hand.
Can't even say my name right.
Can't really use that hand at the moment. Now, this punishment,
I do
the
believe
reason that I brought this trial, I will get to them in just 1 second. The reason that I brought this trial to a head is because I do not believe that this is enough punishment.
No
Doctor, Doctor?
Yeah, I have questions.
Okay, I have personal affiliation with the people that we're talking about here. I've known them for probably over a month now, considering mostly when all this shit went down. Dolores is a little girl who lost her parents, who's been basically getting chucked around everywhere trying to survive. Wyatt is a member of the Red Cross. Faye is somebody who I have proof and a ridiculously stupid amount of drama relating to, because of that proof, proving that someone basically beat the ever-living fuck out of her because they could, twice, and nearly killed her.
Currently, as you can
None of
see
which she
over
deserved,
there,
by the way.
there's a trial in place. Harrelson is representing the UN, I think. One of the rangers apparently broke their oath, and
Okay. So basically, everybody's been chasing these people
get it
around,
right,
even
there will
though
be a firing squad
technically they left on
What I
their own
warned you on the
accord.
radio.
So
Oh,
I had a
boy.
chat with Seth a while ago on the radio, and he
Hope those are my
said that he was
friends.
going
And what
to drop
exactly
the
did
whole
this
thing.
ranger
So
do?
what the fuck is going
Oh,
on?
no.
Because this is ridiculous.
Don't interrupt as she
As
speaks,
far as
please.
I understood, he
I
suggest we take cover
for well over a month,
during a
and
hostile situation.
they're not bad people.
He rather hit his true identity.
What's going on?
Instead of defending a 13-year-old girl.
Truck.
Stand in the middle.
Yes,
Get
that's
back
a
to
NATO.
your
That's a NATO truck.
Oh.
What the hell?
Tivian.
That's
Tivian, get your big boy
some of our
pants
guys
over
out
here.
firing squad, looking after himself.
Now, can I ask I don't think I should with that truck rolling up right there.
I keep getting in. The thing is, he pled guilty to everything. Wasn't
As
defending
until the
himself.
situation is over, we will handcuff
sure.
you until you are done.
Well,
What is this?
I think the outcome is pretty clear.
Just saying, dude. I'm
Can I
sorry,
ask
but,
my question,
we'd have to
please?
handcuff
5
you until
minutes
the
before I
situation
arrived
is
here
over,
earlier
okay?
today, there was already someone executed.
Oh, this is fun.
They are a little bit harsher than we were at Bravo Hotel.
Can I ask my questions now?
Did. I'm not sure. I would go
So
ahead.
they're just slaughtering people inside this little complex.
Nobody's stopped.
I guess this is as civilized as I'll get.
I might be wrong. Like, I wasn't paying
Go
attention
on.
to the trial. I mean, the
Sound
outcome is pretty
muted.
clear. There's no
You
cell
said
they
that
can lock him
you
in. And
yelled
there's
up
no,
this group, yes?
guard duty they can
Who's this in any
punish
way
you with.
motivated
So,
by any sort
Yep.
of
there's
pedophilia
no need to listen to that kind of stuff. in
emotions
my
that you
opinion.
have towards small children?
Sound
Harrelson
resumed.
got that.
I'm just clarifying here.
Sound muted.
Much
So, you're claiming that I'm a
No,
pedophile?
the issue is, as far as I
I'm
understood,
not claiming, I'm just asking if he's
someone was already
motivated by
exiled and
anything.
returned. When he returned,
No,
he was in
I
company of a
have
lot of
no,
people
I have
who
no
were
intent to
shooting,
touch little girls.
basically 2 days ago.
Okay, will you be honest with us?
And I would hate to lose my other arm as well.
I mean, I
bullet,
quite
so,
as well told you
yep.
the truth about everything, and why would I lie?
Okay.
Would you be
Why they're
willing
doing
to see a professional?
Harrelson, how's the trial going?
Would I be willing to see a what?
A professional, you know,
Excuse me, the
I
radio
know all the
point.
people he speaks.
That is if I'm alive after this, sure. Yeah.
Can I get-
This
I
is
know
all
all the
we
people
do,
they
that is
speak
a
on.
solid copy
You're
FMP
smart
with
man.
Hello,
I
girl.
don't know
Harrelson,
what's your name.
Harrelson.
I've talked to them
Smart
before.
man.
They're connected with William.
What exactly are the charges?
Why
Named
are you
against
standing
number
right
one.
next to me?
Just making sure you're not
Assault
locked.
Falcon 7 on
I
the
hope you're getting up.
I suggest we
Hopefully you didn't
listen
take
more.
What
Listen
is
to
that
the story.
talking
anything from my bags.
Might lead us to priority number one.
Let me see.
No, we didn't.
Okay, does the
Hey, fuck off.
magistrate, the assembled magistrate, have any more questions for the accused?
I'm being harassed by the man to my right. I suggest he
shut
does
up.
not.
No one
Sound
gives a
resumed.
shit.
Sound muted.
Order.
You don't want me to harass you.
I have no comment.
Please, hey,
Will the
Talk, lower
deputy
your weapon.
please
Talk.
stand down?
Lower your weapon.
I would just like to restate something. Okay, so just to be clear, you accept that you have committed murder in the past before this incident, the you do not deny this?
Not against innocent people.
Okay, but you have committed murder.
Yes.
You have committed kidnapping in this incident.
Where are we going with this exactly?
Just
Let
say
him
yes or
answer-
no.
let
These
him
are yes
finish
or
his
no
question.
questions.
Just answer yes or no.
All right. Well, let me just get a
You
little
committed
closer
grand
so I can
theft
go ahead
auto
and
when
hear
you
you
stole
real
the sedan.
quick. I stole the sedan, you say.
But if I heard correct when you told story, you committed crime there. Duh?
Oh, not the recent one when I was trying to drive to Tizzy, of course. I believe the sedan was for public use. As long as it was returned.
That one up. So you impersonated an individual.
I can state that he did have permission to use the sedan. Although it's unfortunate that what happened to it, he did have permission.
Oh. Okay. You committed assault, bodily and emotional, on these two individuals.
Elizabeth Reed. Take it away.
And you broke a verbal agreement made only minutes before.
Yeah.
Is this correct?
I'll see a little bit of whistles.
I'd like to restate what this assault means. I believe. I mean, if I believe it means to make it a physical attack on someone. I did not physically attack them. They were left with no bruises, cuts, or scrapes.
Oh, you scared the shit. You put handcuffs on them, did you?
Oh yes, I did. That's detaining. That is not assault.
That is assault.
That is not assault. They were not attacked.
Did they want to be handcuffed?
Again, assault, from my understanding, and from what I know, not think, no, means you harm them physically. They were left with no cuts, bruises, scratches, or scrapes. The handcuffs were loose, enough for them to slip out if they wanted to. They didn't.
Go. Okay, my friend. And then, I am quoting you on this. You had no sympathy for the victims, and you threatened them by saying, I will cut the girl's head off and hang it on my wall.
The cutting the head off part, yes, but again, it was in the heat of the moment. I will not say anything in regards to the fact that it was excused, as there is no excuse for any of this. But my excuse, per se, was the fact that it was in the heat of the moment. She was the cause of over hundreds of deaths of people that I once knew. Not to mention, let's see here.
Wait, how did she cause the hundreds of deaths of people you once knew?
Well, Rattray Corporation, if you don't know, was built before the outbreak on human trafficking, drugs, weapons, black market, but I did not know that at first. Now, MLA decided to go ahead and be with them. And due to this, MLA and Rattray...
Okay, my friend. So
please let the defendant finish. Hey, please let the defendant finish.
Okay, continue.
MLA and Rattray had, along with myself, have carried out numerous operations into finding this girl, including, again, murder, kidnapping, and torture. Now, this has also caused the deaths of many of my men and people I once knew, compared to the death tolls of the quote-unquote enemy, which in this case would be Severograd. They've captured my people, they've killed my people, and executed them in front of even Dolores.
So I ask you this. You're going after this woman for crimes she did not commit. Crimes the company committed, but you have no proof that she committed herself.
I mean, all she would have to do is just come out of the shadows and say, hey, I'm right here, go back to her quote-unquote family, and then end it. That's all she had to do. Emily even stated the fact that if, as long as she were to come out and she was to speak, not go back, minimum speak, note, all of this would be over. None of this would have ever happened. People wouldn't have died.
Would you come out if somebody was chasing you with a gun? I would not, my friend.
No,
I would. All right, this is, as much as this is good, Mr. Barnett, I believe other people have questions. Mr. Castle.
Yes, of course. So, I actually do not have a question. I would just want to actually, put something in. It's very simple. I've heard that this man did something pretty fucking stupid. If it was Michael, he would be dead right now, but it isn't, so I'm just going to ask everybody
what they think about it. So, ladies and gentlemen, if there is a lady, no, if there is no, so, gentlemen, what do you think? Do you think this man is guilty? Do you think this man deserves to be punished? And if so,
guilty.
well, of course, he pleaded guilty, but what do you guys think? Is he that guilty that he deserves
Please
a big
keep in
punishment?
mind that these questions are rhetorical and are not meant for a response.
You should have
No, that was pretty clear.
It seems a bit suicidal to be
So,
honest.
trial. This man obviously deserves punishment.
Sort of an explanation, I suppose, but yeah, it is
In my opinion,
a bullshit reason why I was still with, to be
I think
honest
it's
with you.
ridiculous that you ever...
From what I can tell, Tivian being
There has
the
to be rules that are followed.
protective old chap he is,
Even in this, I know. If you could step back up, Mr. Cassidy, in your
loyal
post.
to the NATO guys and the Rangers. He wants to stay here.
Now, as this man was doing this under the guise of Riley's Rangers, unfortunately,
Holman, our major, they shot
as part of my organization,
of the gate.
do the assembled magistrates have any questions for me, or the Rangers in general?
Well, you what?
Yeah. Yes, they shot.
Do you have a very hard...
Hey, go ahead. Excuse me?
Our guys got shot and we didn't even get thank
Do you have a very
I'm going to
hard...
start with the man. I'm going to go from left. I'm going to go from left to
I
right.
don't think that's the same.
So man
I
in the
don't know
beret.
what to do. 'Cause
Do you have a very hard and strenuous
I've been wanting to live here for the past God knows how long, okay?
This man was in what you would call a trial period
can be stubborn and realise that he's
with the
going to
Rangers
put
in the
himself
sense
in
that
more
he was
danger
part of
than
the
good.
organization,
They'll probably
but
shoot Tivian by the time he's finished with him and get bored.
sort
of
of
him.
that, you know that back in the
trial
old
of the
days
trial.
before the outbreak,
It doesn't
where you
matter
could
now,
get hired
it's
by a
gonna
job,
be, okay.
but you could get fired in the first like
Well, we
3
have a
weeks
trial.
for just about anything.
And you, Elizabeth,
That was
and
I have been
he's in the trial
responsive and
period.
cooperative. I demand to be
Isn't it
undetained.
that no matter how many
Thailand,
days
You
old
can
they
shut
are,
up back
you
there.
can tell what happens. We had
Order,
some guys
Tivian.
out there to help these guys, and all we got was a...
And do you have any other questions?
Do you carry any explosives?
I
Yeah,
think
our
you-
guys got shot for them.
Okay. Man in the boonie hat.
Listen, have you seen this bullshit
No, I
they're putting someone on
believe this
trial?
man acted alone. It was not the fault of the organization, more the fault of the
They're
men.
putting someone on trial for what I can, what
So
I
do you
think
have
is
any, I appreciate that, but do you have any
threatening,
questions for me?
No,
kid
no, I
laws
was not
and,
having questions.
Okay.
and
And
what I
then,
will. Apparently this guy in the
Miles,
black behind us, in front of the
Alright,
compound.
yeah.
Yes.
Who is it?
do you have any
No
questions
fucking idea who it is, but
for either
apparently
me
he's
or
a
the accused? You've
murderer.
been awfully silent.
So they're all eager to kill him.
Well,
Did
what
he
is it to say?
Did
You
they have
really said most of what
any
what I
proof
really
that
wanted to be
he's a
saying,
murderer, or
and
did they just receive word
honestly,
from
I don't
word?
really have any comment.
Well,
As second in command of the Riley Rangers,
he
I am
just confessed
disappointed in the actions
it.
that this guy's done, but I feel like everything that he's done so far has been
He's
justly punished,
he's
but
with the
I'm not the guy to
the Liberation Army.
Fucking bastard.
Okay. Tivian?
Liberation Army?
You know, ma'am, there's a question I find myself wondering.
Did you class himself as a murderer because he tried to protect
Tivian?
I'm wondering if this man up there on trial is a military soldier.
Well,
That'd be an interesting question, wouldn't it?
he's tried to plead guilty, saying that he's murdered people for
Do you know if he's a military soldier?
greater good or
Combat
something.
soldier? Or is he just some random civilian who
I
wants to
don't
go
fucking know. I'm not getting involved, but they all want to kill him. That's all I know.
fucking corrupt.
I
Look,
said
listen,
just move
if they
on.
do kill him, I can guarantee someone's going to come here and try and take revenge and kill more people for the hell of it. That's why I'm going to do
Are
it.
there any more questions for the accused, or does the jury want to decide the punishment and the verdict?
I'm trying to figure out what exactly this man did wrong.
Tivian,
Why
just
he's
say
on trial.
Okay.
All for moving on.
Is it going on trial?
Raise your hand.
Yes, the fellow up there in the court.
I agree to move on.
Well, then raise your hand.
Please raise your right hand if you want to go in, if the jury would like to go into decision.
Oh, who's
By
on
majority,
trial?
the vote passes. Magistrates, could you come with me?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I mean. Don't you, like,
Yeah,
if you...
get him down here right
Yeah,
now.
let's go.
I'm moving
Just smack him in the head and kind
Yeah,
of
get Joel down here
feeling a
right
bit
now.
dizzy.
He's not supposed to be
I'm not really on
representing
the
the
radio,
United
so I have no
Nations.
clue
Stood
what's
there,
going
allowing this to happen.
Who smacked you on the head?
Wait, is that Joel?
on. I have no idea. I tried to do my job.
Get him down here.
Got smacked twice around the back of the head by somebody.
Stop moving right now.
Smith,
Oh
we're gonna deal
my
with it
God.
once things clear up
Oh,
over
you're
here.
funny, buddy. You're funny.
Joel, come on.
It's like the fucking nose smacked me over the back of the head. What's happening,
Is that
Hooky?
you?
Hooky.
Listen,
Are you
if you're
okay?
going to do that,
Where are you?
if you're going to do that, at least take the beret off,
To
okay?
the radio.
Wait, what the fuck's going on?
Do what? What do you mean? If you're going to stand up there...
There's this man is on trial.
About a minute. Left.
That's really it's very blue.
He was gonna apparently
Amen?
cut the girl's head off and nail it to a wall, that's what I heard.
Major Holman's on the radio. We finally got contact from him. I don't know where he is though.
Still green.
Be quiet.
I'm not saying he doesn't deserve. He's not guilty.
That's what I
What I'm trying
heard.
to say is,
Lieutenant,
kill him.
are we allowed to speak to
Someone's
the
going to come
prison?
here and try to kill them. Vice
Ah,
versa,
sure.
and vice versa.
I'll intervene if they try anything.
Right, thank you.
That's what I've been thinking this entire time.
Well, listen, don't stand up there making it seem as though you support this trial. And I guarantee you, this won't end well, okay?
Hang on.
You're allowed to speak.
I don't like that there's so many people
What
around.
exactly is the question
If
here?
this guy actually managed to defend himself, I mean, it hasn't been biased at all.
I'm just here to ask you a few questions, not in any
I mean, it's
interrogation
actually
way.
been evidence against this man.
I'm actually just curious.
Produced.
Alright, go ahead.
I'm Private Eamon
Involved,
Hanley. I'm with the United Nations
trial.
Task Force sent here.
No, I haven't.
I'm not affiliated with any of these men holding
I'm
you
just
prisoner right
asking,
now. I
he
just
I've
I
been a
don't know.
try.
have a few questions.
I think he even admitted to it.
It's good to meet you too.
The jury's
name?
somewhere talking about it, I think. There they are over there, I think.
Alias Spectre.
Yeah, I always wanted an alias like that. Most people called me AIM back in...
Look at us,
Yeah,
God
like
damn
this.
it.
But, yeah.
Yeah.
And how does a guy like
feel
you
dizzy
find
as
himself
fuck
in
in
a
the eyes
position
of
like
water.
this?
Yeah, we'll deal with
I
it.
guess due to my past training and from what
I
I've
wish
been
I could
grown
just
to know,
walk up
I
there,
decided to go back onto my instincts and
one to the
I
head,
guess
two to the
act
chest.
irrationally.
I mean, the guy's not even showing any remorse. He's openly admitted to it.
It was a target. I'll
was that
save you the
faith I heard
details,
earlier?
the gory
I swear I heard
details,
a voice.
but basically there was this target
I
that
think
myself
she's
and
in
a
the
friend of mine
guardhouse.
were looking for. Acted upon them, detained them, threatened them,
I'm gonna go
let
say
them
hello.
go without any scrapes, cuts,
Oh,
or
yeah.
bruises. Handcuffs were loose, so they
You
could
need help?
I need to walk, or else I'm gonna fall down.
Return fire if at any point, but they didn't. They easily and happily complied.
Okay.
Would you like to
So,
inform the man who
why
your
does-
target
Faith,
was?
is that you?
I believe I'm speaking to this man here. I will only answer questions for
That's a good question. Who was your target?
him. Dolores, 13-year-old female.
Yeah.
And you attacked this 13-year-old girl?
The entire group, yep.
Oh. And why did you attack this 13-year-old girl?
She was the cause of over hundreds of deaths between Ratchet Corporation and MLA. MLA standing for Mankind Liberation Army. Many people were looking for her, and during the process, a lot of people died for her.
How
If it
does a
wasn't for
13-year-old
her-
cause hundreds of deaths?
I believe he's asking the questions here.
Just
Oh,
calm down, okay?
I don't think you have.
Just breathe. If
Oh,
anything's
stand
coming
down.
in, just
If you just
put
let him
pressure on
finish
it. I
his
know it may
sentence,
hurt,
please.
but I
I'd appreciate
don't
that.
know what else to do. Okay?
God. Thank you.
Well, I believe where I left off was
where is this town next to?
because all she had to do was go to MLA.
Just so we can get aware of it.
MLA at most wanted her back because she was their quote-unquote original owner.
Just down the road,
For,
probably
you know,
5
family.
minute drive of the truck.
She was not in any way abused, from what I
knows where you
know.
are, Holman.
All she would have to do at minimum is walk
I
up
don't
to the
know,
leader,
sing yourself a song
say, hey,
and
I do not
keep
wish
awake,
to
okay? I know you may
be
feel a bit pained and a bit weak, but we're
with,
coming, okay? Just
with you
bear with
people
us.
and
We're
simply
trying
just
to get
walk
some
away.
help for you.
After that, no hostilities would have been made. Everyone would have went their separate ways. But due to her being secluded and not making her own decisions at this point, she knew the responsibilities. She was even told head first. She refused, thus causing hundreds of deaths between the groups.
Holman was taken hostage
And you expect a 13-year-old girl in a situation like this
from that gate.
to act in such a way as I'm not understanding. I've met the little girl, by the way. She's interesting to say the least, but where she is right now, she says she's on the run from people. Now, if you can go back to someone, you're not on the run from them. That doesn't make any sense to me.
5 feet left.
When she talks about who she was on the run from, it made her... didn't seem like it was an easy thing to go back to them. It seemed like she was afraid
again,
for her life.
At most, go back to them. At least confront them and tell them that she did not want to be with them. That's all they said. They proposed no hostility. We even set up a meeting for her, and we waited. I was there. It was only myself, the leader Angus of Ratro, and someone by the name of... I forgot his name. It's the leader of MLA. But it was just us three, and, well, no, it's us four, and he had his own bodyguard as well. There were no snipers up in the hills. There was no one in the houses. We just waited. She did not...
A baby killer?
Well, would you appear to a meeting that a man who took you captive told you to go to? I don't think
Do they
so.
have proof of that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm kind of in that position right now.
It was a fair trial.
And if any of these fellas told you to go to a meeting tomorrow with them, would you go? Fucking doubt.
That make them murderers as well?
Oh, I would.
And since they're not
somehow I
part
doubt
of the
that.
country and Officer Nedved over here is,
Why don't you go ahead and put
wouldn't
me to the
it
test
be
then?
up to his decision of what
Yeah, you're not my
to do
captain.
with the men?
I believe one of the guys...
Those are Americans?
I believe one of the guys on the panel is...
So they're putting you on trial for taking a 13-year-old girl captive just to tell her to go to a
one
meeting.
person compared to one mindset is biased.
More or less. It wasn't just the girl, it was along with her people that she was with, Milan and Wyatt. Again, I had my reasons, and I believe I was
So
justified.
individuals that are
Wyatt.
playing with someone's
He took
life
Wyatt
in
too.
their own hands, yes?
One of them's
And he was
CDF,
along with them.
one of them's NATO, one of them I believe...
Yeah, you saw the shape Wyatt is in, right?
Oh, put it this way,
Okay,
okay?
so they're playing
Can you repeat
a
that,
pack
sir?
of cards and then
And you saw the shape Wyatt is in, right? Pretty bad shape.
That's how I see it, since I worked
He
with this bar.
seemed quite well off. He seemed to know his way around the bow, way around the sword. He knew what he was talking about. Looking at his bags, he was also very well off. He could survive about a month just on his own. Compared to everything else, they could survive for over 2 months together, all four of them.
It's not exactly...
So the leader...
The last time I saw Wyatt, his guts were falling out. His stitching had come loose. He'd been shot to shit.
That is completely fair.
You know anything about that?
CDF guy doesn't know what's going on.
No, I've never heard anything along with Wyatt. Just information that I was told from Ratchet and
All I
Emily.
know is that Tivian is not helping the situation.
It's a curious thing, isn't it? If Wyatt and Dolores are running away from this MLA, right? This MLA they're running away from, I assume.
I get your point. I think I get your point.
Wyatt never told me who did it, although I have a fair assumption of who did.
Whatever. He turns into this...
Who did what?
Idiot.
Who fucked him up? Who shot him?
Anyway, we have Carlson up there.
Can't say it was me, my friend. Can't say it was me.
No, I know it wasn't you. I know it wasn't you. But he was fucked up before you took him.
The peacekeeping, peace, not, having a man in handcuffs and probably killing them.
It's an interesting question you got to ask yourself there. Are you helping the bad guy recapture the little girl and her protector? or are you helping the good guy recapture the little girl and her kidnap?
Oh,
That was my intention, along with another ranger by the name of Connor Atway. I believe you know him, Connor Atway.
Oh, I don't know her name. I just call her little one. No,
Can't say I've had the pleasure.
Told me her name.
Well, our intentions were not to harm them or kill them. If you know, we wanted to kill them, they would already be dead. If we wanted to hurt them, they would be leaving with bruises and cuts at minimum.
Going to shit, at least there's a little
So,
And what exactly do you gain out of it?
Maybe a bad time to mention, I think we're
revenge on Wyatt of Ceylon. What I wanted to do was to keep that girl safe along from everyone, because she was being kept held by Rory, someone by the name Rory, and Jeremy.
Excuse me.
A group called
Excuse me.
Prisoner, silence and
The
back
court,
to vote.
the court has come to a decision.
If I could beg the court for 1 more minute to speak with the captain.
Granted.
Thank you.
how many still left?
So you wanted vengeance on this Chelan lady, Wyatt, and you wanted to save the little girl.
I mean, I don't know what the trial's for. I mean,
honestly, if I had the choice to go ahead and go back in time to what I did, I would honestly say many different things. The threats were simply a scare tactic. I would never actually chop off her head and hang it on my wall. Though I may be a man of many murders and many crimes, I still have morals of my own. And she's a little girl.
You really shouldn't have picked me.
That being said, I would never have hurt her, as it is again a scare tactic. The person that I actually wanted to mount on my wall would didn't belong.
Most of them are these rangers. There's one CDF guy who has no idea what's going on. There's Tivian,
We were given orders at first, actually, to not do anything stupid for court, but we all agreed to set up a meeting instead in Severograd and make them go through it and explain to MLA personally that she did not want to be with them and that they would go their separate ways. From what I heard, that actually went very well.
Well, I
hope my guys are giving him a credit.
Well, what I'm gathering from what you're saying here is it doesn't sound like you were doing this out of the kindness of your heart, as you're making it seem. Seems like you were being somebody else's puppet.
Who shot her?
In this grand little scheme to recapture a little girl who'd rather stay away from the person going after her.
See, I think you're misunderstanding the point here.
I think I'm understanding perfectly fine.
What the fuck's going on? What the fuck did I overhear?
You got a guy bleeding to death. Hold on a minute. Let me inject him with the morphine.
We haven't passed judgment yet.
Before you do it.
See, by order of this court, you are hereby banished from the ranger compound, stripped of all titles and property.
Not really, no.
And publicly branded as a traitor. Please take off the defendant's shirt and
found out that apparently one of them is shot.
I wish to speak to Chris first before said Brent.
What?
Apparently
thank you, Lieutenant. Let me speak to the prisoner.
Chris.
Previously in this compound.
What?
I know nothing about that.
This property you say is yours, but it actually isn't. This is my property that I've gotten along the way, along my travels over the years. I wish to keep these.
I'm not denying that it's your property. But when you broke the oath, you forfeited your life.
Kind of scumbag takes a little girl up the north at some point.
In this case, I think giving up some gear is a meager trade.
We are letting you live with little branding, my friend. You should be happy.
I'll inject him now.
Somebody's pulling his strings.
Inject the morphine, please.
Yep.
Fuck! Oh, fucking hell!
Okay. Hey. What a shame, isn't it now?
Why the fuck are we aiming guns at him? Come on.
He's literally giving like...
Come on, it's not that bad, is it?
Get the fuck away from me, I'll come back for you next.
By order of this court, you are hereby banished from the compound.
What the hell?
Come at me, motherfucker.
Can I please make sure this wound is not gonna go kill him for the next hour?
He's being branded as a traitor.
Can you get Dr. Elizabeth over here?
I don't think she's gonna look at that.
Branded as a traitor, are we now barbarians? Are we now no better than the bandits that attack our wall?
Wait,
This man fucked every single person in this entire...
You have no
Dr.
fucking
Tyrus,
room to
this
comment.
man is exactly what you described.
Then we are no better than him.
What the fuck's going on? Let me take his bag off. What's going on?
No, let him have his backpack.
I'm gonna have his bag back so he can see what the damage is, that's all.
Fucking little shit.
Jesus. Yo, Doc, what's going on?
They're torturing this guy.
What?
We're not torturing,
We're not.
we are branding. Simple as shit.
What the fuck's the difference?
We gave him morphine to numb the pain, doctor.
Are you fucking insane?
Stay away from the court.
We're going to let him go. Sure.
I come here and I act as your doctor because I believe you to be better men than this.
Why the fuck are we branding people?
This
For identification purposes.
He has got fucked this entire Ford operating...
You're the one that fucked the entire Ford operating base by disobeying an order. Jesus Christ. So
I did not bring down the
stand
forces
down.
of the Kingdom of Severograd upon us. I did not bring down the fucking gremlins.
Alright, let's get some order. Somebody tell us who this man actually is.
I have no fucking clue, if I'm honest.
Alright, sir, everything will be explained to you after this man leaves the compound. All you need to know right now is that there has been a fair trial
Doc, what the fuck are we
with
doing?
juries
Why are we
from
branding
both
fair
NATO,
trial?
Belarus Rangers, and civilians.
Why the fuck are we
Fair
branding?
trial.
Come on,
That's not what you're calling it.
We're here to provide security, nothing
We let this traitor as fuck
explain to
brand
you
people.
afterwards. Oh, time for school now. Smith, we'll deal with him after this is done.
Hold on, this might wake him up. I've got some,
One thing at a
I've got
time.
some adrenaline in my hand. Hold on. Doc, I'm... Amanda. Let me inject him.
Amanda. Right.
Amanda. Inject him with some adrenaline just to make you wake up.
Well, follow me and I'll explain what has been done.
Amanda, I miss you.
Smith, look at me. Please come with me right
I
now.
love you, Amanda. Fucking sign up to fucking brand people.
Let's go.
No, Smith, we fucking did. Well, this man has assaulted, kidnapped,
You don't go around being sacked like a savage and fucking branding.
The latest, and you come with me, Smith. The latest crime he has been caught during, and he pleaded guilty to at all crimes. Was that he kidnapped and threatened a 13-year-old girl because of murders from all around. He threatened to chop off a 13-year-old girl's head and to hang it on his wall.
We don't resort to his level, Doc, and brand people.
No, we don't. It doesn't.
Right.
Come on, come with me. And dozens of witnesses from all around.
I understand why you've done what you've done. What I can't believe is that you've actually done it. I mean, this is
As much as I agree with you,
like
Dr. Mason, as much as I agree with you, Dr. Mason, what do you expect us to do? We're not going to kill
brand
this
people,
man.
Doc.
What do I
We shouldn't be branding people.
The moment we start acting like barbarians, we become them, okay?
I absolutely agree with you.
What I expect
I absolutely agree with you, but
to
it's
do your
sometimes
job
we stop
and continue to
disciplining
do your job
people
into
if we
the
don't
future,
show the
rather
proper
than resorting
harsh
to these barbarian
punishment.
tactics.
As barbarian as it is, how else do you plan on stopping people from murdering each other when there's no law enforcement?
There's no courts. There's no prison system. You tell me, how are you going to stop people from murdering each other? How are you going to stop people from going out and threatening another innocent woman? What are you going to do if Elizabeth runs into him out in the wild?
Follow your code of conduct until
we really shouldn't be branding people, Doc. We really shouldn't be torturing people.
There's no torture prior to this court. And the court has been between a bullet to the head and this.
Let me ask you this. What would you have done? Let me ask you this.
What would I have done? I would have
10 seconds to answer.
For how long,
to the people to deal with.
The thing is, Smith, that was the people.
I do not want that man to leave the compound until I
deciding on that, and that was the civilians' decision. We have to simply enforce the civilians' made.
Because I don't agree with this shit.
Smith.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
Smith, please.
Excuse me. Could you bring that guy back inside?
Sorry,
He's
Doc,
now my patient.
but it's not why I put on the freaking uniform for, to torture people.
Let the doctor
We're
treat
not
his
torturing
wounds before he
people,
leaves.
Smith. You know goddamn right we're not.
Come on.
What shred
At
of
the same
dignity
time, we
you
gotta
have
make
left?
sure that people who are
Bring him in for
hell is
medical
that
attention.
brand on
are
his arm, then?
branded.
Move. Come on.
We're gonna get you
Stop
fixed up before you
burning
leave.
stuff into his arm.
Oh, you're fucking charity, Chris. Fuck you. I trusted you, man.
Yes. Quiet.
Hey, no need for violence here.
Look,
Justice has been done.
Talk. Just keep moving. Fuck,
The next man to harm that
he's already been fucking
will be
tortured.
the reason I leave this compound forever.
He hasn't been tortured,
Right,
man. He got branded.
doctor. Exactly, this is your patient now.
Yeah, okay, you want him to come, okay, you want him to come
Yeah,
in a different outfit
How
at a
did a
different time
13-year-old
and
girl
fucking
when
kill her.
that man walked up to her, looked her in the face, in the eyes, and told her he'd cut her head off and nail it to the goddamn wall?
But we don't stoop to his level, Doc. We're not animals.
Not stooping to his level. Stooping to his level would be threatening
Doctor.
him senselessly.
You're a
violent.
doctor. You're a
Branding
doctor.
him is...
Yes,
Do you not take the Hippocratic Oath, sir?
am. That's not a thing we've done in many years.
hold of this guy. You can't get up.
Don't give me that shit.
can afford if I don't
Every
go- if I
medical
don't
student
leave,
in every
if I
country
don't
takes
grab a hold
the
of him.
Hippocratic Oath. That is one thing that is common across all medical practices. You've taken it and you've broken it. I've lost all respect for you.
Yo, Doc. This guy's gonna drop of his own if I don't do a hold of him.
harm while practicing med.
God.
Follow me.
Besides, you didn't fucking torture.
Yeah, I don't agree with torture.
Keep moving.
Gun down.
'Cause I'm not
Gun
a
down.
fucking animal.
No, that's fine. We had our eyes on everything.
Easy, man.
That was one of the other.
You know what, Dovrak, you're an animal.
They
Just
were
fuck
fine. They
yourself.
were doing it.
Love?
This guy's gonna drop. I'm not letting any civilian get hurt in here, and my life and Dimmick's life on the front line. No one's getting by us.
Oh, Fred, is that you?
Lie down.
Have you heard? What happened?
We don't need